Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. As you know that we have covered so far company code till date. We have covered these many topic. If you want to check any of this previous topic, you can go back to my channel in the playlist. You can check this topics which I have already covered. So it's like in the last class I have covered define chart of account and assign chart of account. Under that only we have to define account group and then retained earning account. So what is account group? So let's just quick recap of what is account group. Sorry, what is chart of account? So okay, let me explain you. So chart of account, as you know that we have a chart of account is nothing, is just a list of GL account. So under that we have to create a GL account. So and we have also discussed how many types of chart of account. We have operating chart of account, we have group chart of account, and we have a country specific chart of account. Operating chart of account is mandatory account which is required for day-to-day activity, for day-to-day posting, and group chart of account is for consolidation purpose. In case if you want to see a report is like one company, let's suppose Reliance is a one company. Under that they have a Reliance Digital, they have a Reliance Communication, and so on. So if they want to see as how Reliance is working, uh, their report, legal report wise, they want to see, not instead of one Reliance Telecom, they have a different separate reports. And in case if they want to combine, that time this group chart of account come into the picture. And then countries specific chart of account, it is like a country legal requirement wise. Okay, so as I have already told you that operating chart of account we assign to our company code, and country specific chart of account, that also we assign to our company code, and group chart of account we assign to our operating chart of account. Okay, yeah, and yeah, and this also we have discussed is like parameters of chart of account is we have a length for 1 to 10 maximum. Uh, p- Generally prefer 6 digit to 7 digit. Language English, controlling integration, that I will explain you when we will start our controlling, basic of controlling. Then okay, then now here I'll tell you group chart of account. What is group chart of account? Here is like, this is my chart of account which I have created for our company RL11 in my previous video. Under that we have to create, this is my account group. It's just to define to system. Okay, it's just grouping of GLs, we can say. uh, so whenever we create balance sheet, we have a lots of item. We have a asset, we have a liability, we have in the profit and loss, we have a expense, and we have a income. So we, as I have also explained you, that we have to create GL's account, GL account number. Okay, so GL account number, here I'm referring to this numbers. Okay, so under that only we will post our entries. Okay, so let me explain you here. So any profit and loss account, income and expense. Okay, so we have to create GL starting with 00. This is my first GL. Expense, I can write here salary account. This is my GL account. Under that we have to post entry salary account debit to rent. This GL account number I have to use. So this one I have to create in F is 00. That also I will explain you in the next session how we can create a GL account. For now I'm just explaining what is account group. So whatever the GL account expenses will come between this series to this. If you will try, see, if you will enter this account group in the SAP like this same. Okay, if you will define that, and if you try to post expense account with 3 series, system will not allow you. Why? Because in the backend, in the SAP configuration, we have maintained this number range for expenses. So system will not allow that. I will also explain you in the system in our next class. So for now, just I'm just want to give you overview and how to configure that. That also I will explain you here. And then same like this asset account. We have building. Okay, building account, some office is there, some any xyz office we have some building. So that is asset account is like let's suppose I'm picking some 6, it should be 6 digit only because we have defined here 6 in our RL chart of account, so it will pick 6 only. Then so like this we have create n number of between this series to this series asset account in the share capital account also like this series to this series liability account we can create on this series to this series. So like that I have just I have come up with a few examples. Okay, so here also in the liability we have share capital account, we have reserve and surplus, accumulated depreciation. If you want to segregate under that, under share capital, like you want to segregate the GL number between this to this will create GL for share capital. Between this to this series, we have to create reserve and surplus GLs. So like this, if you will define the same like that, so system will accept between that series only. Okay, so like this I have created for asset also. So investment account receivable loan account between this to this is just for example I have just created just to show you. Income, income like sales, uh, other income, increase and decrease of stock. Okay, in stock like that you can create. And also in the real time scenario we can see couple of organization prefer like that also account, their assets account should be from this series to this. Your balance sheet account uh, is like they have not defined, so it is like you can enter any number except this one. Okay, and your asset account, and then your expense between this to this, cash bank this, material to between this and this. So it's like it's a grouping of GL's account to combine in one group just to defining the system that they are belongs to this group. Okay, so this thing we have to do in this system. So I'll just quickly I will just explain. I will configure this. You can manually enter or I have just created, so I will just copy it and I will paste it to my um, SAP screen. So I have not opened my SAP, so let me open that. Okay, so now we will check this account group in our SAP screen. So let's go and check what is the T code, and this is a path and this is the T code. If you want to follow technique this path, you can follow that or directly T code. The T code is OBD4 to maintain account group. OBD OBD4 account group. So here we have to enter our chart of account which we have created RL 11, and okay, so new entry. So under which chart of account we have to create our account group, so they are linked. So here we'll go and we will select, we'll search for RL 11 company code, or you have other option, you can directly go to here search and directly enter if you remember. So okay, account group. So what I'll do, I will directly enter from my sheet which I have created. So copy and paste. So here you can see my all number ranges are entered here. So now we will go and save this. So here is like under this chart of account we have this account group. uh, uh, Here we are grouping this share capital general ledger GLs between this series to this series. So like that you can create in below that you can also enter like this. As per the Excel sheet, if you want to enter like this, you can do that. Under receipt, you want to divide in sub category wise, you can do that, or like in this wise also. So it is completely dependent on you. However, for practice purpose, you can create just for like this. Okay, so now go back to SAP screen, and now I want to save my. This is my Reliance changes 1747. Now save this. Okay, now go back. So now the thing is chart of account is linked to this, and the chart of account is a mandatory sorry account group is mandatory. Without that will not able to create a GL's account. It will not allow you to create GL account. So it's like it is required. In other word, we can say whenever we create general GL master data, that time we require that. Without that it is not possible to create GL account. Okay, so now save. This is done. Now go back. Now we'll go and check which is the next topic. Okay, so account group is done. Now retained earning account. So what is retained earning account? So retained earning account is like whenever we create any kind of ledger, profit and loss or balance sheet. Okay, so without that will not able to create any kind of account. Retained earning account is mandatory, and that we have to assign it to our operating chart of account. This is our operating chart of account. This is mandatory, as you know that. So here we have to assign, sorry, here we have to under that like a retained earning account, whenever we will create, we have to create under operating chart of account only. So, and basically retained earning account is a part of balance sheet, uh, is the part is a which is like a retained earning account, which is a part of all balances of profit and loss related account, which will come to the retained earning account. Retained earning account is like which is a part of all the balance of profit and loss related account will go to retained earning account. So, and retained earning account is actually helps to move uh, to carry forward, is actually helps to move carry forward balance to the next year. And it is like we use this retained earning account uh, at the end of the year only. Before that it is we don't require that. However, it is mandatory to prepare GL account. If we try to create some GL account in system, uh, our T code is as FS00 to create general ledger account. It will not allow us to. Okay, let's suppose take this example. Like now we want to create a GL account. Okay, between expense GL accounts. So let's suppose I want to go here and I will check. Okay, I'll enter 006 done. Okay, and I want to company code is my RL11, enter. So now what is this saying? No profit and loss PL statement account type is defined for this. Why? Because we have not created so far we have not created our retained earning account. Retained earning account is like helps to carry forward our balance of profit and loss account to the next year. So okay, let me show you here how to define in system retained earning account. So we'll go and we'll check. I'll show you the T code. T code is OB53 and this is the path. So let's go and use the T code OB53. Our chart of account is RL. So this is my operating chart of account. Here we have to enter profit and loss statement X. So far, this is retained earning account is also your balance sheet account. Okay. So so far is like we will not give any number to this. Later, we will provide here or we will enter here our retained earning GL account. For now, it is mandatory. So I will just enter and save. Changes has been made. Now we'll go and we'll check that are we able to create our GL account or not. Now go back. FS00. This is a T code to create GL account that I will explain in the next video. One second, we have to create new entry. So now account group is there. I have to select expense. So now 4 series, if I will enter here 3 and I will select here something which is not relevant to number ranges, then system will throw you error. So you have to make sure under this, if you are entering 4 series, you have to select expense. If you are entering 3 series, you have to select a liability, like that. Okay, so here balance sheet statement. Okay, you have selected. Then here we have to let's suppose we are creating salary account. Salary account. Salary account. Okay. So now we'll try to just save and let's see whether the system will allow it or not. Okay, I just want to show you this thing. I will explain you later. Okay, I just want to show you that whether the system will allow it or not. So now I'm able to save the data. So my GL account is created. Okay, so for now I just wanted to explain you what is retained earning account, and that is that. So retained earning account is like mandatory account. If we have not created at the time of master data, we'll not able to create a GL master data. And yeah, GLs also. So it is mandatory to create a GLs account. Sorry, retained earning account.